Swiss GMT dive watch. Hello everyone, this is Ahmed Dunn. Today in this video I'm going to unbox and give you my first impressions of the Certina DS Action Powermatic 80 GMT watch, which I have it right here. But let's have a few words about Certina brand, which is a Swiss luxury brand under the same Swatch Group of watches. The thing is, Certina is usually stays under the radar. It's not that popular or common, and it's known for its DS or double standard concept, which focuses on robustness and precision. And Certina has been making watches since 1888, and they have some features which makes it very good for diving and or everyday uses. And also it has Powermatic 80 automatic movement, which can stay running for 80 hours if you remove from your wrist. So that's another good thing I like. Now I'm going to give you some more specs a little bit later. Let's take a look at the packaging. The first thing I can see, this is all made of paper. There's no plastic, no wasting of anything, so that's something I like. And when you're looking at the packaging, you can tell that they didn't spend a lot of money on packaging, because it doesn't look like a expensive watch packaging. So that's good in a sense that they cut down some cost on this and save money, and most likely passing that savings to the consumers. Now let me take out this, and you can see, I see there's something in here, so I'm just going to take it out. And we have a small brochure which is a quick guide, but I think these days everyone go to internet for brochure or manual. I don't know if anyone is relying on paper, but still they added something. And then we have a guarantee or warranty card. So this one comes with 2-year warranty, and I'm just going to set it aside here. Now this is the box, and you can see that they're kind of hashtag count on me. So this is very reliable. And here, what do you have here? Please recycle. So if you want, you can actually recycle the whole box or packaging. So this is the Pepsi Bezel GMT watch, and which we are going to take a look at very soon. And let me see if there's something else here. Okay, I do see there might be something else here. Okay, it says check your warranty information by scanning the QR code. Okay, so I think that's it here. It doesn't look like there's anything else, so we'll just set it aside. And then we have the watch here. Now the first thing I'm noticing, they didn't give any pillow. Instead, looks like they give a watch, they attached a watch roll, which is a very nice touch. I didn't expect that. It looks like to me it's a watch roll, but we're going to take a look at quickly. If they did so, then I think it's a very nice thing they did, so you don't have to buy a separate watch roll. So what happened a few days ago, I bought a watch cover or watch protection when I'm traveling to keep it safe like this, but looks like I didn't need anything because they already included one. So let's set aside the watch here, and I'm going to take a look if this is really a watch roll. Okay, so what I'm seeing, this is not exactly a watch roll, but this is a watch protection case, but much better than what I bought on Amazon for like $10. So this one is good for traveling and good for safekeeping your watch, and I didn't know that they're going to give this one, otherwise I wouldn't have bought the one I bought. And here you can see Certina Switch watches since 1888, and DS is the double security stamp which is Certina known for. And we'll set it aside here. Now let's look at the watch, and I can see this is a bit heavy, but not overwhelming heavy. So let's take off the plastic wrappers and stuff. Hopefully I'm not going to be needing any scissor to cut this. And okay, I think this one I may need something. Okay, no, looks like I can just kind of tear right here. And now here we have the watch. Let me just move this a little bit for the light to enter. Okay, so here, this is the watch, and it has see-through case, and then there are more plastics here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to remove this plastic first, and then we'll take a look on the back. So let's go over some of the specs very quickly. So you can see this is 41 millimeter diameter, and the stainless steel type is 316L, and it has standard, a screwed crown, which is right here, and I'm just going to check on that later. Sapphire crystal, and then rotating bezel with super luminova, so it should it should be very bright lume at night or in the dark. And you can see that there's the GMT hand right there, and then actually it's still running, so I have a feeling that before shipping they wind the watch, and that's why it's still working. And let me look at the clasp, which is a butterfly clasp with 2 push buttons. So the way you put it, like this way, and this way, and when you want to take it off, so it's going to be this way. So now what I'm noticing, that it is a good looking watch, but it's not going to stick out in the crowd a lot like an Omega or Rolex, so thieves are after you. So that's one of the main reasons I chose this brand among other very good looking watches, and also the price is unbeatable. That's one thing about Certina, that they offer a very quality watch with a very good price. For example, this is I think it's 200 meter water water resistance, and then with all the features you are paying somewhere between around $1,500, and if you Canadian, and if you consider the duties and taxes, it comes to close to $2,000 Canadian. But what you're getting, the value of this is more than that. It's a lot more value in here than what you're paying, and that's one thing about Certina. That's why everyone loves this brand. And if you take a look on the back, then I can see the movement here, and that's something, if you are a watch enthusiast, then this is something I really just keep watching it, and then it kind of cuts stress and makes you feel really good just by seeing how the machine, especially the tiny machines, can work this way. And you can see that it's moving here. That's really nice. So I have to kind of fix the band later on. And the bezel is a rotating bezel. Let me check if this is unidirectional or bidirectional. I think it should be bidirectional. Let me check. Yeah, it is bidirectional, and you can hear the noise. Okay, so I think camera should be able to pick it up, or the mic, but you can hear the clicking noise, which you really like. And the alignment of the bezel with the dial, I see it's perfectly aligned. I was reading online forums, and looks like some of the models, probably not this one, this is kind of new. In the past they're not exactly aligned, but this one looks like completely aligned. And this is kind of blue color with Pepsi bezel, black and red. And I'm surprised that 41 millimeter looks kind of small. It doesn't look too big, but it's just perfect enough for my wrist. So let me just wear this for a second, although it has to be cut, but I'm going to show you how it looks. And you can see that it looks very nice. And so my plan for traveling with this watch is that I'm going to have actually my $200 ratio watch with me, and whenever I'm going questionable places or places that I'm not comfortable with, I'm just going to wear this $200 ratio automatic watch. And whenever I'm let's say on the plane or at the airport or inside a resort, then I'm going to wear this one, or especially inside somewhere like, you know, I feel safe. But I'm not going to wear this for every day when I'm traveling, because, you know, although it's not Rolex or Omega, but still, you know, you don't want to invite thieves to take something without being you know, without paying attention. So this is how it looks, and overall I'm you know, happy with the product. This is not a paid or affiliated or anything, and in the future I'll, you know, make more videos about the watches and more tips and tricks. So I'll see you in the next video.